Some actors had a past on singing, some didn't. What was your experience, and what did you think when you got involved
in it? I sang when I was a kid. Like, I sang at school, and I enjoyed it. I always enjoyed it. And I sang a wee bit at university, and then I kind of stopped, got into acting, and that was the world I did. And you know how those things go by the wayside, and you just don't really. And then I got this part, and the wonderful thing about a big movie like this is you get the best people in the world to help you. So you get the greatest vocal coaches, and it was wonderful to be able to go and to find that world that I'd enjoyed when I was younger, and to be able to sort of access it again.
What did you think of this new take on this story? Because it's such an epic story. It's known by a lot of people. Maybe other people don't know it, and this is a new way of showing it to everyone.
Yeah. Well, it felt like a huge responsibility because, you know, so many people, obviously the book has an amazing following, as the musical has an amazing following, and so what was important is that Tom Hooper wanted to find it afresh for the film, and so we were all encouraged to take the book, find the details from the book, add that to the script, and to try and sort of weave a fabric that was thick and dense and complicated, and certainly for my character I felt like we could find stuff that made him not just a romantic kind of hero wannabe, but actually someone who is complicated and not easy.
And now that you talk about that, I feel like also a great thing about this story is that through each character you go into like some life problems, you know, and each of them represents something that people can relate to. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, in your case in Cassette, what are the problems that are explored in the movie?
Well, I think it's about I think it's about love in awkward circumstance. You know, when this is a guy who's incredibly politically engaged and passionate, and then suddenly is hit in the face by meeting this breathtaking woman, and suddenly he has, having been willing to lose his life, suddenly he's got something to live for, and I think that and the complications that come with that. Also, that I find interesting, the Hugh Jackman's character who plays the sort of father figure, that idea of a father letting their child go for another man. I think the complications of that, of letting your kids free once they reach a certain age, and how difficult that must be. And so there are lots of, you're right, there are lots of sort of particulars that are specific to life scenarios in the film.
And there is another thing that is really particular about the movie, which is the live singing. Yeah. Which is, you know, some people won't know about that, but it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So how was that when it came to shooting the movie?
Well, do you know what? Now that we've done it this way, I can't imagine doing it any other way. Because the other option is that you make an album and you basically make one long music video. You lip sync to it. And talking to Amanda, who did Mamma Mia, and Hugh, who's done some of this, they were saying that when you're doing lip syncing, like 3/4 of your mind is thinking about moving your mouth in the right way at the right time, rather than actually what you're doing in the moment. And for me, filmmaking is about being spontaneous and about living in the present. And so I loved the fact that we were doing it live.